G'day legends, and welcome to my 3 flaming video of 7-9 with Espirita. And I've also got some slowdown methods for both the Anubis drop and the Espirita drop at the end of the video. So if you guys want to break it down yourselves, I've got it in half speed, both runs ready to rock. So what we'll do now is we'll go through the new way I 3-flamed, or not new way, new method, new hero with Espirita, showing that she can have it being, she can do it pretty much to the same effect as Anubis. So the method drop does not change. The only thing I guess I would note is I lead with Espirita, but you would lead with Anubis anyway. So going through it the first time, I found that using Espirita and Anubis was pretty much the same for Insane Dungeon 7-9, but there are some massive differences in other dungeons. And I actually thought I'd try some new methods out, and free-to-play methods. And what it came down to is really is underrating the minnow. The minnow was, I've tried to do a whole bunch of other Insane Dungeons with Espirita, and without using minnow, they become, well, I'm talking about 6, 7, 6, 8, and not 6, all the 7, 7, 6, 7, 8, and 7, 9 are all the difficult ones there. So two big things that I changed in comparison to the Anubis 7-9 run and the Espirita 7-9 run is I dropped Mike and I put Waller in, and you can see not all my artifacts and everything was up to super scratch. Ares and Waller both didn't have artifacts, so that's alright. But the PD I was using is 8 stone skin, so that is the main difference that I think PD stayed alive. So what we've got now, and I've broken it down a little bit, and I've written over the screen here so you'll be able to see if you're not got your sound turned on. But I broke my drop down with the Anubis one, as you can see here. So highlighting that the Ronin dies between 54 and 53 seconds, so all my heroes are dropped at 57, and then everything gets powered up to kill all of the heroes. Now, this must have been a miracle run, because it appears that all of the Anubises died under Ares, which is fantastic. So that was that drop there. You can go back, have a look, no stress. And now we have the Espirita drop with a little bit of slow-mo and overlay. And then there's still 2 more slow-mos after this that are just plain blank, so nothing over the screen to check it out. But Espirita drop is fairly much the same. I did it a bit quicker because the Spirit does need just that extra second to power up. But obviously the Spirit is not as powerful as Anubis. Anubis was able to make everything pop at that certain time, but it was probably also the timing. The difference being is Anubis's procs twice in 10 seconds, whereas the Spirit can proc up to 5 times so long as it has the energy. Now, as you saw there was actually a couple of lucky things. If you want to go back, the first Ronin, as I showed, got distracted by troops, and the second Ronin followed PD down to the bottom of the map. Otherwise, that run could have been very different and the Ronin would have probably minced the rest of the heroes. But having that 8 stone skin PD really helped tank those towers and really helped go over everything else. Now, this is just the drop for the Espirita one, all slow-mo, nothing over the top of the screen, so you can do what you like with it. Some people like to do a little bit more slow so they can get those timings down a little bit more. So if that's what you're after, I thought I'd just leave this in here at the end. Do what you will with it, but I think, as you can see there, most of the Anubises seem to be under the Ares proc. It seems that in 7-9, if you do bring Ares, they tend to target those Anubises a little bit more religiously than other heroes, so which works out really well for the whole nuke method. And lastly, but not least, we do have a slow-mo of the Anubis drop from when I first did this. But I will leave this here, guys. hopefully you can take something out of it. It's a little bit of a different video, just kind of updating you with the power and the different drop methods, and drop sequence, I suppose, trying to like inlay that into what people want to see. And what I find, you know, they're both pretty transferable heroes, in Insane Dungeon 7 at least. Insane Dungeon 8 might be a different story, but they're only transferable when we're talking about 3 flames here, right? So they're only transferable when you're looking to use Minnow at the same time. I've tried to do 3 flames on 7-8, 7-9, and 7-6 without Minnow, and it is, well, it's it. So far I haven't been able to do it. So I challenge anyone out there, if they can give me the heads up or a video on 3 flaming Insane Dungeon 7-6, 7-8, or 7-9 without Minnow, using Espirita and Anubis, but I am looking for that free-to-play method, so you can't use SM either. That is my challenge to everyone at the moment. If you would like to try and get on board with that, all of the other dungeons, 7-10, 7-7, 7-5, and everything below, are very, very easy to 3 flame without any Minnow or Spirit Mage. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. Hopefully you can take something out of this. Well, tell me what you think about Espirita and her uses for Insane Dungeon 8 especially, and how she's going to compare to Anubis when those new dungeons come out. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video.